Congressman asked if Biden solicited foreign in-kind contribution to election. I have been saying since he got into office that he is one of the most corrupt presidents in history. Now I'm not saying that he is one of the most. I'm saying now that Biden is the most corrupt president that we have ever had in history. He is, I mean, everything he does is antithetical to the Constitution and illegal. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here. And there's also a link to my Instagram where I put out tons of news throughout the day. So check that out as well. All right, let's talk about this news. Officials in Saudi Arabia already have confirmed in a rare statement that Joe Biden put pressure on OPEC Plus members to delay a planned oil production cut until November. That would be when the midterm election campaign essentially is over, and a production cut then raising gasoline prices in America would make little difference on the vote. And October cut is viewed by Democrats as harming the electoral odds because they know that's going to make the gas go even more higher than what it already is, and that would definitely kill their midterm hopes. And I mean, so he's saying just wait till after midterms, and then y'all can go ahead and make those cuts because I don't want y'all to make the Democrats look too bad right now. That's similar to what Obama did when he told Putin, wait until after I get reelected, I'll have some more leeway. Like, they play these political games. That goes to show that they don't really care about helping you or I, or helping our economy, or helping Americans grow. They care more about their politics than they do the country as a whole. But the oil coalition, in fact, announced a production cut of 2 million barrels per day on October 5th, and that prompted Biden's White House to issue threats to the Saudis. Now, a member of Congress is asking for an investigation into whether Biden's attempt at force a delay in the OPEC Plus action amount to soliciting an unlawful in-kind foreign contribution to Democrats' American electoral chances. I mean, I think that would be considered an in-kind donation because it's helping them out. By holding it back, it's actually helping out the Democrats. The Daily Mail reported Rep. Tom Tiffany has written to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi insisting that the appropriate congressional committee hold hearings to, quote, determine if such calls took place and what specific requests were made to obtain transcripts of White House calls from Biden, Kamala Harris, or to Saudis, and to, quote, identify any Biden administration official who may have asked any Saudi government official to delay any oil production cut until November or later. And I mean, I don't think they're going to get anywhere with this. I don't think they're going to give any information about this, maybe to possibly after the midterm elections. In that, they're definitely going to try to push or delay the information about this. But he cited confirmation from Saudis that, quote, Biden administration officials may have pressured the kingdom. Quote, this is a very serious allegation, one that, if true, may very well constitute an illegal solicitation of a foreign in-kind contribution by the White House on behalf of Democrats' midterm campaign efforts, his letter said. The Daily Mail reported Biden administration officials, quote, expressed deep anger last week when OPEC Plus oil coalition announced plans to keep prices high by cutting production. Under Biden's inflationary economic policies, gasoline prices rose earlier this year to more than $6 a gallon in some locations. They had ticked down in recent months as Biden drained America's emergency strategic petroleum oil reserve and sold off that oil, but now the past few weeks have been rising again. And again, I keep talking about the strategic petroleum reserve. That's not what it's there for. It's there for emergencies. It's not there to lower the cost of gasoline prices, which is he's causing all this. He's the problem. He's the one that's causing the high oil prices and such. But the production cut is expected to aggravate those increases just as the midterm elections are held, elections that are expected to decide who runs Congress for the next 2 years. The controversy erupted this week when the Saudi Foreign Ministry issued a very rare statement defending its decision. Quote, it said it had explained to Washington that delaying the October 5th decision by a month, according to what's been suggested, would have led to negative economic consequences, the report explained. The Biden administration earlier had admitted lobbying the Saudis that, quote, energy supply needs to meet energy demand. The Daily Mail observed, quote, it was never likely that such a request would have been granted, as experts believe that Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman ordered the cut, at least in part, to spite Biden and Democrats in the midterm election. Biden himself had a controversial meeting with the Crown Prince, beginning with a fist bump rather than a handshake in July. He just straight disrespecting the Saudis. So the Saudis are like, you know what? We're going to get you back. Y'all want to disrespect us? Okay, we got something for you. And this is that something that they got. The oil supply from OPEC is an issue since under Biden's orders, oil production in the United States has fallen dramatically. He has virtually shut down pipeline projects and exploration on public lands, and I've done a full report on that, so check that out. When President Trump was in office, the U.S. was energy independent for the first time since forever, and under Biden, it's now dependent on foreign imports. So again, it's a policy thing. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out democrepublics.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.